Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce.
And it's been a competitive season series thus far. They have a one-game edge coming into tonight, and they'll be looking to win 3 out of 4 total.
You know, they controlled the pace in the 2 games they won, not so much in the game they lost. That could be the deciding factor in this one.
Boy, Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Talent indeed, and having a talented backcourt is a recipe for success in the NBA. As the game has evolved through the years, it is paramount to have players who can pass, who can dribble, who can make decisions with the basketball. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of talented players out there who can make some pretty good decisions here in this game.
And score the ball. We got a chance to have a high-scoring affair in this one. And the Knicks with the possession here. Allen can't get it to go. Here's Martin. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. Allen with it. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Davis. Pass to Cook. Plenty of space. And that one's good.
Now that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Now here's Allen. Here's James. Just 4 to shoot. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Outside Davis. Driving to the basket. Cook. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
And the second free throw is good. Fires from the wing. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Ooh, poked away. James double-teamed. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Over to the left wing. For 3, Allen. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Throws it up high. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Well, just good recognition in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander reacting to the defense perfectly.
Doesn't go that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
For 3, Allen. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Pass to Cook. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. He shoots. Misses the jumper.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
From the corner. And Allen gets it to go. Allen's got 8.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
A big group substitution here for Toronto. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And there's the lob. Fast break, New York. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now, here's James. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
Let's say the strength of a locomotive and the finesse of a ballerina each time he takes it to the rim.
For three, Allen. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Gasol grabs the board. The Knicks with the lead. 29 seconds left in the opening quarter.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
James outside. And slam dunk by James.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Knicks out in front, up by 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, before we move on, what do you got? Oh, that's something else,
just
man!
Beautiful. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And that one is hammered home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Davis. Good work there as it goes. Now the Knicks with it. Out to the right wing. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, Grant, with the pace of the game today, we know speed kills. In your mind, who's the fastest player going end to end?
And that's a tough one right there, B.A. There's some great players in the open floor with the basketball. I think of Ja Morant, Russell Westbrook, Kemba Walker. But I'd have to go with Donovan Spider Mitchell. So good, so fast, so effective.
Out left to the wing. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And a miss there off the inbound. Pass to Jones. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside Davis. Here's Cook. New York on D. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. touches the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
There's the block. From outside the arc. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Here's Jones. Pass to Martin.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
And so it's New York with it. Over to the wing. Here's Jones. Misses the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And that one drops for him. Smith's got his second basket on the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the pandemic, player workouts going into the draft were restricted. Instead, a lot of video chat interviews and even IQ tests. Players completing timed exercises, testing their memory and skills. Whether or not you believe the game is 90% mental, it's obviously an important game.
Truly is. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff.
Miscue there. Hadn't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Toronto trailing.
I see him.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Down low. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Finished off the break. And now it's a 12-point New York lead.
It's incredible to me how remarkably in tune LeBron is with the movement of his teammates. The guy is a scorer, he's a creator, he's a force to be reckoned with.
And another fast break opportunity for New York. The Knicks are running. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
For 3, Allen. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down the long J. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter. To the inside. Here's Gasol. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. No good on the free throw. Both teams deciding to change it up. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over.
That'll do it for the first half. Knicks out in front. They lead by 11. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And here are the Raptors now. 11-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. And that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position. So at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Buries it from three.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 13.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
James outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And something not many folks know about you, Grant. You're a terrific piano player.
Oh, B.A., terrific. Oh, you're very kind in that. But yes, I can play the piano. I took piano lessons growing up as a child. I hated them. My mother made me take them. I did quit once I got into high school. And now, later on in life, I love to play the music. I can't walk by a piano without sitting down and playing. And I'm wishing that I had stuck with it and I didn't quit back when I was 13 years old. But it's one of my great passions and hobbies and something I enjoy doing very much.
Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here's White. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And there's a pick. With the drive. Here's Cook. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Outside Jones to the left wing. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul. With each year, Grant, it seems like we see more and more great players coming out of Europe.
And that's so true, B.A. I mean, think about some of these great young stars, Doncic or Jokic and others. I mean, it speaks to how the game has become a global game. The NBA has marketed and sold this game all over the world for years, and now we're seeing the benefit of those efforts. And I'll tell you what, over 25% of the players in the league right now were born outside of the U.S. So it just illustrates the growth of the game, the success of the game, and the elite players from all over the world playing in the NBA today. And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
And there's 1:45 left in the third. White for 3. But he gets it back. Pass to Martin. Here's Cook. Second chance effort. Here's Martin. Shot clock at 6. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Smith with it. Now guarded by White. Going inside. And he slams it in one-handed.
Are you serious? That is some power from the point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Out to the right wing. They get it back. drops in the three. He's got 6.
Timeout. And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Timeout called, the Raptors.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Here's Cook. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
29 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Takes it inside.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. To the paint. And he jams it home with authority.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Cook. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Here's Davis. Into the lane. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, what do you think about the NBA lottery and how it affects teams moving forward? Teams that have terrible seasons the year prior.
Yeah, B.A., it's so important for teams to have a chance to establish a foundation, to draft players who have a lot of runway in front of them and can be a part of that team's future for many, many years. You only get better a few ways: through free agency, through trades, and through the NBA draft lottery. And so if you're not a good team, chances are you're not going to sign a good player and you're not going to be able to trade for a good player. So the best way is through the NBA draft. You give yourself some time as an organization and hope over the long haul you have a chance for great success.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. .60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Yep, that one goes.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
To the left side wing. Off target from outside. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And a two-handed jam!
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
Here's Smith. Money on the 19-footer. Toronto calls timeout. Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. So it's Toronto now, trailing by 19. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. Cans it with nobody near him.
This guy's showing off his entire offensive package right now. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in full effect.
Jones up top. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Right wing. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
From behind the arc. On target from range. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. Well, not sure who was responsible for the blockout, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
For three, Allen. That one won't go. Shooting 7 for 11 now. And here are the Raptors now. To the middle. Fade away. The shot by Cook, no good. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Out of bounds. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
1.5 minutes left in the fourth. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
For three, Allen. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Knicks.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And you look around the league, the step-back three seems to be the shot every player wants in their arsenal. Doris, as a defender, how do you deal with that?
Well, closing out to a shooter is one of the single hardest things to do in basketball. Ideally, you close out to the shooting hand side. One thing you absolutely cannot do, you can't foul a three-point shooter. Those are killers.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the inbound. No good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Here's James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
That free throw, no good.
What a promising future for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's long, he's athletic, he can play the 1 and the 2, and perhaps the most important thing is everyone raves about his character and his coachability.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Now James. so New York takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.